Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
Cost Beauty Channel.
Welcome to another Tip Tuesday. Please forgive us for missing last week. So sorry for missing our hot topics last week. Mrs. Traveler and I were both sick at the same time.
Yes, we were not feeling good, so we're so sorry we missed last Thursday.
Yes, I think we had a touch of the food poisoning from a local eating establishment that we won't mention any names.
It's a buffet, yes.
Anyway, we won't be eating there anymore.
No, we won't. It was really bad.
Anyway, guys, we're back. We'll have more on our personal stuff on hot topics. Anyway, we wanted to talk to you today because I get a lot of questions asking about what cruise line is right for me. So I wanted to kind of give you some guidelines on the characteristics that you can expect from different cruise lines to help you make a better educated decision for your cruise for you and your family.
Yes, we want you to make sure that when you're comparing cruises, what to look for.
Absolutely. So I'm going to break it down into a few categories. I'm going to tell you which cruise lines have big, medium, and small ships, and there are advantages to all of those. I'm also going to tell you what is a least expensive, a moderate, and an expensive cruise. And then we'll talk about how some of the cruise lines cater to different segments, let's say. So, you know, family or entertainment or whatever. Anyway, so let's talk about the first one, the different cruise lines who have large, medium, and small ships. And keep in mind that some of these cruise lines will go into the different segments. Some cruise lines have large and small ships, or large and medium. They go across the range, but so you'll know what you're shopping for. So the large cruise ships is your Carnival, your Celebrity, your Cunard, Disney, MSC, Royal Caribbean, Princess, Norwegian. Those are the cruise lines that have the really big, new, high-end ships. So medium ships, which are a little bit smaller, you get into the Costa Cruises, Crystal, Holland America, MSC, and the Oceania Cruises. Those are medium cruises. And some of the cruise lines that have smaller ships are Oceania, Asmara, Regent, Seabourn, the Sea Dream, Silver Sea, and the Windstar. And there are advantages to each of them. Larger ones and the medium ones tend to be able to offer you better pricing because there's more volume of people, right?
Right.
So they tend to have lower prices. And you know, they offer different things. The smaller ships, they do have their advantages. While they're often more expensive, they do get into different ports and places that a lot of the big ships can't go to. Like
river cruises.
Yeah, river cruises, or they'll get into some of the Caribbean islands that the big ships just can't get into. A lot of these little Caribbean, British Virgin Islands, like St. Bart's, for instance, they don't have a deep water port, but some of these small ships will go to St. Bart's.
And St. Bart's is beautiful.
Yes, indeedy. So that's something to consider. So if you've done a whole lot of the large ones and now you want to explore some of the small islands, maybe it's time to start looking at some of the smaller ships. While more expensive, you get into but different places. So you might need to treat yourself. I think we're kind of sort of pondering that.
We are. We're looking into getting into more cruise lines, and we're going to venture out a little bit more, so make sure you stay tuned.
Yes. And so now we want to get into some different price ranges on cruise lines. So we'll start with the lowest end, which we'll call budget cruising. And budget cruising would fit the category of Carnival, Costa, Celebrity, Holland, MSC, Norwegian, and Royal Caribbean. You know, and within that range, some are higher and lower. Please don't fall into the stereotype of Carnival is always cheaper and this. You know, I think some years ago it used to be that way, but they have more and more competition, especially between Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, and Carnival. They're often jockeying for position there. But I will say that Carnival does, tend to be less expensive on many occasions. But there's plenty of times where I found a Royal Caribbean or a Norwegian, especially when you add the other perks that like Norwegian has. Like we always get the onboard stuff, the free dining and all that kind of stuff.
They give us so much free stuff that we have to go.
Yeah, when you factor in some of the freebies that they add, it puts it right in there with line, because you figure if I spent you know, 3 nights of a dining package on a ship that would cost me, you know, X amount of dollars. So
exactly.
You know, just have to kind of weigh out your options, apples to apples. So now the middle range we'll call moderate range consists of like Asmara, Crystal, Cunard, Disney, Princess, and the Windsor cruises. So they are considerably more than what you would pay for a Carnival or Royal Caribbean. For instance, when you look at a Disney cruise, a lot of times a Disney cruise, especially in the summertime, is almost double what you would pay if you were doing a Carnival or Royal Caribbean. You do get a lot for your money, and everybody that I've known, everybody that I've booked, has absolutely loved Disney. Zero complaints.
I haven't heard a complaint yet.
Yeah. So sometimes you can't skip on cheap stuff.
That's right. You have to put out the big bucks for the kids.
Yep. And so now let's go to our top range, the expensive range. I mean, this is, you know, they are quite pricey, but you're talking about top of the line ships, top of the line service.
Just excellent service.
You know, elegance. You know, they really go out of their way to give you top-notch service.
The decor is stunning on these ships. They go overboard from the ceiling to the floor. There's decor everywhere. So luxury ships, but you're going to pay that luxury price.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, you don't have to lift a finger. They're going to take care of everything.
Really, from beginning to end.
Yeah. Some of these will even come in, some of these expensive ones come with a pre-cruise hotel stay where you actually go to the hotel. They take your luggage from the hotel to the ship and everything. I mean, it's really, really exclusive. So some of these lines are Crystal, Oceana, Regent, Seabourn, Sea Dream, and the Silver Sea Cruises. And again, these kind of coincide with some of those small ships that we were talking about. So again, they're small, personalized, very elegant.
Yes.
You're going to ports that the average Joe cruiser isn't going to get to, you know. So we're cruising to St. Thomas, and you're going to St. Bart's, which is, you know, very nice. Nothing wrong with St. Thomas; it's my favorite.
Yes, there's not a lot of lines on these boats. You get so many people to one. It's like 3 to 1 on a ship. 3 service attendants to 1 person. So you get top of the line service. You get treated like royalty on these cruises, and that's one reason why I really like small cruises.
Yeah. 5-star service. That's the name of the game. So, and we've seen quite a few of these and talked to people who've been in port where these smaller ships would do world cruises. Some of the small and medium, and I mean, that's kind of our dream there. It's on the list to do. We will get there, but
one day.
I'm looking at the people out there. Even though we cruise so much, I'm looking at them like I'm so envious because I would love it.
Yeah, we're so jealous of them. That's what we want to do in our retirement years. We will.
Yep. So let's kind of talk about different brackets of people and what fits you. So couples, what cruise lines fit or best for couples that are going? Pretty much every one of the cruise lines that I mentioned on there is suitable for couples.
I would think so.
Yeah. I'll say this, with the exception of maybe Disney.
Yes, Disney is more for families.
Yeah. So if you're a couple looking for a good time, you may want to consider some of the other options, whether you want a small, medium, or large ship, or whether you want a budget, moderate, or expensive trip.
Yes.
I don't recommend Disney for couples.
Right. There's some ships that are budget friendly, but there's a lot of people on there, but it's small, like the Sensation. Then there's other ships where there's party. They just want to party, have celebrate parties, any type of parties, macho parties. The Macho Man parties.
Well, let's talk about the part. What ships are good for partying?
Yeah, the Sunshine.
So what cruise lines are good for partying? So if you want to just go out and let your hair down, have a good time. You don't care. You want to you want to go out there and do it. Your Carnival. Your Costa. MSC, Norwegian.
Yes.
Royal Caribbean.
Those are party ships.
Yeah. And some more than others, so I would say, you know...
Some couples like the party.
I would say out of that list, and you know, it's your big 3, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, and Carnival. Those are your big, have a really good time ships if you want to.
But if you want to be laid back and you on your honeymoon, or you on a 50th birthday, 25-year birthday, 75-year birthday, you really want to enjoy your time, you're on an anniversary, something like that, you want a big ship. This luxury.
Well, let's talk about luxury. Which cruise lines are best for luxury?
The Oasis, the Allure. I would say the big giant ships.
So you like Royal Caribbean for the luxury?
I do. Yeah. But then again, Carnival Vista.
Yeah, yeah. The Carnival Vista is a beautiful ship, but we have to take it to the next level. When we say luxury, we got to think about champagne, wishes, and caviar.
Oh yes, that's gonna be the river cruises.
Well, not necessarily river cruises, yeah, but then your small ships that go into those private ports. So your Asmara, Crystal, your Oceana, your Regent, your Seabourn, your Silver Seas,
yes,
and your Sea Dream.
Those are luxury ships that they don't really party a lot. You're there to enjoy the islands and who you're with. The
islands, the ship, and the service.
Yes.
And that's it. I mean, and that coincides with the expensive line. That coincides with small ship.
It does.
You're there to be pampered, and that's the end of the line.
You're there to be taken care of. You're not really there to party. Those are the ships that you want to try for that.
Yeah, and I agree with Miss Traveler. If you're looking for something really extra special, it's a 50th year anniversary. You're turning 50 years old. You're retired.
Yes.
Those big milestones. Go for it.
Yeah, that's just our opinion.
Yep. What about family?
Family ships?
Those with the family. What's the best lines?
Disney is number one for that.
Yeah, absolutely Disney. Your Carnival, your Celebrity, your Royal Caribbean, your Costa, your Canard, your MSC, your Norwegian, Princess. All those are really great ships for families. You'll have a really good time. And so you'll notice that list kind of takes away the luxury ships out of there,
right?
And takes away Holland America too. Holland America tends to be more of a mature crowd. Not necessarily family. It's a wonderful, beautiful, elegant cruise, but not necessarily. The kids might be bored. Let's just call it what it is.
Yes.
So it's nice, laid back ship.
It is.
And what about if you want to do a little bit of learning?
Oh, if you want to just study the islands and the culture and kind of get involved with where you're going. Oh yes, there's ships out there for that.
Yeah, so a few of the lines kind of cater to that, and they actually have cruises where you can learn things. Where like Cuba is a new example of that.
Yes.
And you can actually volunteer your time in some islands for some special projects with some of these cruise lines.
They do a lot of mission.
Yeah, missions. That's what I was looking for.
We love to do mission work.
Yep. So those lines are Celebrity, Crystal, Canard, Holland, Regent, Seabourn, and Silver Seas. Those are the cruise lines that they really cater to that. Now you could probably add the Royal Caribbean and Carnival and Norwegian in there only because they're starting to do the Cuba, the Cuba piece too. So. But those other ones I mentioned, they have like specific programs where they have actual educational itineraries.
That's great.
And and then for your offbeat people, Windstar is the cruise for you, and that you'll see.
You want to define offbeat.
Yeah, offbeat is places a lot of people can't get to, and Windstar has like that. You may have seen it out there. It's looks like a big giant sail ship with 4 sails on it.
Yes.
And it can go places that other ships just cannot get to. So you really will be exploring some really unique places, and you'll be a very well seasoned traveler with Windstar. So I hope that this list kind of helps you narrow down your choices and gives you some direction of what to look for with your particular cruise. What's your situation, whether you're a couple, whether you're a family, whether you're looking to celebrate something special. Whether maybe you got a whole lot of money you want to just
blow it.
Hey, go for it.
Maybe you just want to take a break and clear your mind and get away. Maybe you want to party and it's ready. It's time to turn up. You want to just go on that party boat. We hope this helped you. Maybe you want to take the kids. You need to find somewhere to take your kids for their birthday.
Yep.
We help you with this video.
So anyway, guys, if I can help you plan something, let me know. It's www.mr-traveler.com.
Yes.
And we will see you on Thursday this time. We do indeed promise.
No food poisoning for us anymore. That was really bad.
Yeah. All right, guys. Life's short.
Have fun.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.